Hi, this weekend we started the warrior training and we're looking at the Reichian character structures. So that's the intuitive, which is the schizoid, the communicator, which is the oral, and the humanitarian, which is the masochist. Now, all those three are early childhood wounding types. So we looked at early wounding. This is from like zero or like in utero to like the toddler stage, and it was really intense. Like we straight up, we did some breathing exercises, which took us straight into like our childhood wounding. For me, it took me back to like a time of being suppressed and like calling out for someone that wasn't my mum, maybe my grandma, which was quite interesting. I think I was calling out for that I wanted my mum. I was saying I don't want you, I want mum, which was quite fascinating. And then some of the other stuff that we did, like the masochists who were learning how to say no, and then with the schizoid, um, we did some more of that early wounding type stuff. We like throw a tantrum and like feeling ourselves in that in utero stage or just after being born and that kind of that struggle. So with the oral, it's that bonding, the childhood bonding in symbiosis. So like when the mother looks at the child and the child looks at the mother and the child is expecting this love to come back into their eyes and they don't get it, or the mother's always distracted or something like that. So that's where the oral wounding comes from. It was a really fascinating weekend. So we spoke in depth about all of the character types, like what they evoke in others, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and it sets a really good foundation for us to go much deeper later because there are subsets of those character types. But part of our homework is to look at how we can create space for those in a therapeutic situation, or if we want to use it for like teaching or business management side of things, like if you're negotiating with a potential client, working out, doing a body reading and finding out what kind of character style they are, and then deploying those skills to give the best experience for the client. Just meet the client where they're at, so you can understand that they're going to need a certain aspect of love and kindness to not disappear into those wounds, but feel like a whole human being, which I thought was fantastic. Other stuff that came up was one of my mates who hits on the cube. His energy can split off, like he's really intense, and so he's got that schizoid wounding. So making sure that he continues to ground, and I thought of an idea about just before we hit on the block that he does some more scissor kicks to like really ground that energy down. Other stuff that came up was started recording a lot of this stuff. So I've got like audio recordings, which is really cool. So I'm editing that down to get rid of like all the nonsense out of the recording. So it's succinct examples of what we need for the learning more of the character analysis stuff. So we're going to meet up again in a week's time. The weekend coming up, I've got a massage session with some of the guys. We're going to go up into the Blue Mountains and do some deep tissue body massage. And the deep tissue body massage is really helpful for working out some of the energetic blocks. And then the next day, I've got a Ben Harvey meeting, so Ben Harvey coaching session. So he does like a different style of coaching to what I'm undergoing at the moment with my mentor. I'm just interested to see what that style is, what the difference is, and just fully absorb a different aspect of coaching and take that into our business. So our business also got our logo chosen, so I'm really excited about that, and can't wait to share it with you guys on another channel, something completely different. So I'm excited about that. So thank you for listening. Subscribe or don't. I just enjoy doing this stuff, and it's good practice for what I'm going to do even more in the future. So thank you. Love you all. Peace.